ಶ್ರೀ ಶೃಂಗೇರಿ ಶಂಕರಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ಪರಮಪೂಜ್ಯ ಜಗದ್ಗುರು ಶ್ರೀ ಭಾರತೀ ತೀರ್ಥ ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳು. In the name of Advaita Vedanta, Adi Shankara, who worshipped as the incarnation of Lord Paramashiva, has established Sri Sringeri Sharda Peetham. This Peetha is dedicated to the great sannyasis and Karunamayi Gurus. Let us know about the life of the 36th Peethadipati of Sringeri Peetham, Paramapuja Sri Bharati Teertha Mahaswamigal. In the city called Machalipattana, there were Dharmik Dampatis, Sri Venkateshwara Avadhanis and Srimati Ananta Lakshmamma. Avadhanis were Vedic Vidvamsas. They celebrated Sri Ramanavaratri with a great enthusiasm. They prayed God to bless them with a son. If that happened so, they would name the child with the name of Sita and Rama. Ananta Lakshmamma also prayed Anjaneya to bless them with a son. One night in her dream, Anjaneya appeared, gave her 3 mangoes and blessed her. Next day, Ananta Lakshmamma told Avadhanis that Anjaneya Prabhu came in my dream, blessed me, and our wish will be fulfilled soon. God answered their prayers, and they are blessed with a son on 11th April 1951. As the couple had decided long back, at the auspicious time, they named their baby as Sita Rama Anjaneyalu. Once, when Sri Anjaneyalu was 3 years old, the child was crying inconsolably. Mother said, "I cannot console him." The mother took her son to the Shiva temple there. Suddenly, the baby stopped crying. He started to sing Shambho Shiva Shambho, Samba Shiva Shiva. One day, his mother did not find Sri Anjaneyalu at home. Anxiously, she went in a search of her son, asking everyone, "Have you seen my son? Have you seen my son anywhere?" Finally, she found the boy in the nearby Hanuman temple. "Oh, what are you doing here? I'm very worried." "What happened, Amma? Why do you are worried? Is anything wrong? I used to come here and say Shambho Shiva Shiva." Sri Avadhanis used to tell his son selected episodes from Puranas, etc. Once heard the story which would stuck in the boy's mind. Sri Anjaneyalu started learning Sanskrit from a scholar. He became fluent in Sanskrit within a few days. When Sri Anjaneyalu was 7 years old, his parents performed Upanayanam for him. Sri Anjaneyalu diligently learned the mantras required to perform his daily karmic rituals and strictly followed the Shastra rules prescribed for a celibate. He found great joy in chanting the Gayatri Mantra. Sri Anjaneyalu learned his own branch of Sri Krishna Yajurveda from his father. He was an Ekasantagrahi. Well, I taught you this part only once. However, it is by heart and you say it without fail. His father was a priest of neighboring houses. The religious activities he was observed and helped their father when needed. In course of time, Sri Anjaneyalu became proficient in Krishna Yajurveda. Later, he passed the Guntur district Veda Pravardhaka Vidvat exam with good rank. By the age of 9, he had the ability to compose verses in pure Sanskrit. He participated in several Sanskrit debate competitions and won prizes. People were amazed to see the boy's eloquence and style of speaking. One day, a man came looking for Avadhanis. "Oh Anjaneyalu, where is your father? Today is my son's Upanayana. Your father has agreed to conduct it." "Lord, he has gone to nearby place. But please don't worry. They will come back to your Upanayana Karya on time." But the Avadanis were late in coming back. Sri Anjaneyalu himself performed the priesthood in that function. Everybody said that this boy does the religious work so flawlessly. Until then, Sri Anjaneyalu had only occasionally observed his father performing Upanayana rites. Avadani said, "Oh son, I am very proud of you. Not only you fulfilled my promise, but you also performed the rituals well." The 35th Peethadipati of Sri Sringeri Sri Sharda Peetham, His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Abhinava Vidyatirtha Mahaswami, stayed at Vijayawada in 1961. He is the best epitome of virtues, incomparably versed in the Shastras. He was a Siddha yogi, an ideal Jivan Mukta, and an ocean of kindness. A local scholar took Sri Anjaneyalu with him to the divine presence of the Jagadguru in Vijayawada and introduced him. "Mahaswami, this boy is fluent in Sanskrit." Jagadguru started a conversation with the boy in Sanskrit. He admired the boy's proficiency in Sanskrit and his flawless recitation of the Vedas. Jagadguru blessed Sri Anjaneyalu with a silk shawl and showered his divine grace on him. The great compassion of the Jagadguru had a profound effect on Sri Anjaneyalu. "You are my mentor and savior," said Sri Anjaneyalu. When His Holiness Jagadguru subsequently visited Narsaraopet, Sri Anjaneyalu went for his darshan. Jagadguru conversed with him in Sanskrit. There is no limit to the rain of blessings showered on me by Jagadguru. His divine presence is always with me. It is very clear that I am protected by Jagadguru and receiving their guidance. Sri Anjaneyalu received his secular education at the local municipal high school. He used to attend school wearing pancha as per tradition. A brilliant student, he consistently topped in his class. Subsequently, the medium of instruction in his school was changed from Telugu to English. Due to this, some students were forced to continue their studies elsewhere. Headmaster called Anjaneyalu and said, I will not let you go elsewhere. I know you will do well in English medium too. Learn here itself. Sri Anjaneyalu continued, and he passed with excellence, as what the headmaster said came true. He engaged himself only in worthwhile activities. These included daily karma, observance, Veda recitation, Sanskrit study, going to school and learning sincerely, going to temples and helping the parents. Resoluteness and intense desire to study the scriptures developed in him at the same time. I have no joy in worldly studies and professions. My heart longs for spiritual knowledge. In February 1966, Jagadguru visited Narsa Rao Pet. Sri Anjaneyalu received darshan of Jagadguru. Within a few months, Sri Anjaneyalu made a life-changing decision. Now is the time to seek the shelter at the feet of my Guru. Only by his grace I can reach the goal of human life. He boarded a train at Vijayawada and travelled to Ujjain. There, Jagadguru performed Chaturmasa Vrata. On 1st July 1966, Sri Anjaneyalu reached Ujjain and prostrated at the holy feet of Jagadguru. Sri Jagadguru said, "O you, the boy who speaks in Sanskrit, why did you come here?" Sri Anjaneyalu said, "I have come with a firm resolve to learn the scriptures at your feet." Jagadguru said, "That's all right. You can stay here. I will teach you." From there, he wrote a letter to his parents. I am now at the feet of Jagadguru in Ujjain to attain the aim of life. Don't worry about me. The Jagadguru took Sri Anjaneyalu under his protection and started teaching him a text of Nyaya Shastra. From Ujjain, the Jagadguru continued his Digvijay yatra to India and Nepal, taking Sri Anjaneyalu with him. The Digvijay Yatra covers cities like New Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, as well as Mathura, Brindavan, Kurukshetra, Naimisharanya, Ayodhya, Kathmandu, Tarakeshwar, Gaya, Prayagraj, Varanasi, Haridwar, Rishikesh, Kedarnath, Joshimath, Badrinath, Srinagar, Panjavati, Nasik, Srishaila, Hampi, and other holy places. After returning to Sringeri, Jagadguru gave Sri Anjaneyalu a lesson on the scriptures of the famous jurisprudence by appointed scholars. Sri Anjaneyalu handed over the portion of the scriptures taught to him in the respective mornings to those scholars without fail in the respective evenings. Those who saw it felt like Sri Anjaneyalu was giving a lesson to scholars. Such was his perception and eloquence. The Jagadguru looked after his disciple with compassion and kept an eye on his progress. Jagadguru himself taught Sri Anjaneyalu some selected mature jurisprudential texts. The Jagadguru told his disciple to observe the Yogasana and Pranayama. He demonstrated and told to learn them. Because of their strict routine, extreme celibacy, and modesty, the celibates came into contact with them. He touched everyone's heart. One day, after entering the sanctum of Sri Sharadamma's temple, Jagadguru meditated there for some time. Later, he came out and announced, with the consent of Jaganmata, Sita Rama Anjaneyalu has chosen as my successor. According to Shastra Niyam, the day before taking sannyasa, the celibate Sri Anjaneyalu fasted and then observed a vigil throughout the night. On 11th November 1974, the Jagadguru granted sannyasa diksha to Sri Sita Rama Anjaneyalu at Sringeri. Then he gave initiation to the new ascetics in Pranava Mantra and Mahavakyas and blessed them with a yoga patta called Bharati TEERTHA. Over the next few days, the Jagadguru himself taught the Shishya Swamis the daily practices of a monk and initiated many mantras such as Narasimha, Dakshinamurti, and Sri Vidya. While Jagadguru preaching of Sri Vidya mantra, a wonderful thing happened. You are lucky. When a dhyana shloka as I chanted, I saw a very beautiful scene of the goddess who appeared and I was strongly drawn to the samadhi state. One day after having darshan in Sharadamba temple, Jagadguru said, "We just have returned from Sharadamba temple. We bowed before the goddess. It is a physical activity. Approaching the truth taught by Bhagavad Pada should be the constant inner activity. That is what actually makes birth worthwhile." A historic summit of Shankaracharya's of four Amnaya Pitas established by Adi Shankara for propagation of spiritual philosophy was held in 1979 at Sringeri. On that important occasion, Shishya Swami delivered his message in pure Sanskrit, which exonerated the Jagadguru and the other three Shankaracharyas and the assembled devotees. Shishya Swami voluntarily composed two poems about his Guru. In the first verse, he described his Guru as Parabrahma Swarupa and Lord who took human form. Another envisions his Guru absorbed in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, the pinnacle of yoga. He prayed to them like this: whose mind is settled in the form of Paramartha, Sat and Amit Ananda Swarupa Parabrahma, who is abiding in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I meditate on that great Guru Sri Vidya Tirtha for liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Shishya Swamis accompanied their Jagadguru on various trips to different parts of India for the promotion and propagation of Sanatana Dharma. The Jagadguru's first trip after electing Shishya Swami as his successor was in 1975 for the Kumbhabhishekam of the temple of Sri Ramanatha Swami in Rameshwaram. The impetus for the first of the two Pan India tour undertaken in 1977 was the Kumbhabhishekam of the Annapurneshwari temple at Kashi. At every place, the grace discourses of the Jagadguru and Shishya Swami not only pleased the disciples but also saved them. Jagadguru Sri Abhinava Vidyatirtha Mahaswami, the very essence of perfection, left his earthly body on September 21st, 1989, with his eyes closed and became perfectly united with the infinite Parabrahman. Next day, after burying the mortal body of Jagadguru, Shishya Swamis solemnly worshipped a linga made of clay at the burial place. In his public speech, he said, "Our Guru has not gone anywhere. He is necessarily present in our heart, and if we remember him deeply, he will surely bless us with his darshan. His glories are beyond human comprehension." Namana Shloka composed by Shishya Swamis and Ashtottara Shatanamavali were made available to all devotees on the immense glory of this Jagadguru. On 19th October 1989, His Holiness Sri Bharati Tirtha Mahaswami was crowned as the 36th Jagadguru Shankaracharya of Sringeri Sri Sharada Peetham. Mahaswami was brought with honor to the sanctorum of Sri Mat Shardamba temple. Mahaswami is widely respected as one of the greatest experts in the Shastras. He presides over and conducts spiritual debates at the annual Mahaganapati Vyakyartha Vidvat Sabha held at Sringeri, which is attended by scholars from all over India. Despite the tight time pressure in his work, the Mahaswamis diligently examined unpublished and ancient Oligiri manuscript related to the Shastras, especially the Vedantas, which is critically edited and published by the Research Center of the Mutt. He composed not only hymns of his Guru but also several devotional poems on previous Jagadguru and deities. They are intuitive and full of elegance. Mahaswami is multilingual. He is fluent in pure Sanskrit, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, and Hindi languages. His speeches flow very clearly, intuitively, and effortlessly. The stamp of his exemplary scholarship and astonishing power of memory is inevitably seen by the devotees. He taught Nyaya and Vedanta Shastras in several alternatives. Say it takes years to teach a science. Even though the time pressure on him was great while on a tour, he continued his classes, especially with unerring regularity. He attaches great importance to teaching the Shastras. After his ordination in 1989, Jagadguru embarked on 8 major Vijay Yatras. By that, he spread the religion widely. He established many institutions and consecrated many temples. Sri Venkateshwara Prasada was born on July 24, 1993 to the religious couple Sri Kuppa Shivasubramanya Avadhani and Srimati Sita Nagalakshmi. At an early age, he had learned completed Krishna Yajurveda, the Padapatha and Kramapatha were learned from his grandfather and father. He had a darshan of His Holiness at Sringeri in 2006, which had a profound effect on him. On another visit to Sringeri in 2009, he requested His Holiness, Master, I want to stay with you and study the scriptures in your holy Padaravindas. Mahaswamigal said, Tatastu, I will teach you. Mahaswami faithfully taught his disciple Nyaya and Vedanta Shastra as per tradition. On 4th of January 2015, Jagadguru announced in public meeting at Sringeri that with the consent of Jagannmate Sri Shardambe, I have chosen Brahmachari Venkateshwara Prasada as my successor. On January 23rd, 2015, His Holiness, who was pleased to see the devotion and asceticism of the celibates, blessed them with sannyasa diksha. His Holiness has instructed his disciple in pranava and mahavakyas, and he was given a yoga patta named Vidhu Shekara Bharati. His Holiness deeply taught the comprehensive Nyaya and Vedanta Shastra to his devoted disciple. His Holiness performed the Kumbhabhishekam of the golden tower built on the Sanctum Sectorum of Shardamba Temple, which is completed in February 2017. The birth centenary of Jagadguru Sri Abhinava Vidyatirtha Mahaswami was celebrated on 18th October 2017 with devotion. His Holiness Sri Bharati Tirtha Mahaswamigal humbly said in his discourse, My Guru, after giving me the mantra, blessed me that the mutt would prosper in every way during my time. The developmental work that took place in the mutt was only because of his blessings. Carrying on the unbroken legacy of Guru Shrestha from Sri Adi Shankara to his Divine Gurunath, a fiercely apathetic, unblemished character. Unparalleled erudition and steadfast traditions are graced by inspiring yatis like Paramapuja Jagadguru Sri Bharati Tirtha Mahaswamigal, Sringeri Sri Sharda Peetha as its 36th Shankaracharya. He is showering his blessings on his devotees. Thank you. Sharade pahi mam Shankara raksha mam. 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 Sharade pahi mam Shankara raksha mam.